Okay, so I decided to make a video for how to register because it is a quite difficult thing to navigate. I feel I had struggles with it too because nobody really tells you what to do. So for registering for classes, when you want to figure out when you need to register, you need to go to My Academics. So, and you see this, it says, when can I register? And you click that and a PDF should pop up. So this is that PDF link. So you just click, when can I register again? And your registration date should come up. Obviously for me, it's gonna be my registration date. So it's a little difficult because they have all these other informations down below, but that's all for the intersession web registration. So intersession meaning our winter break. So that's for, if you wanted to register for classes for winter break, you would just look at your credits up above. So my credits here are, it says 59. Some of you maybe can have more credits than that, and you would just look down here, and so they tell you if you are an undergraduate student and you have 30 plus credits, so you can register on Thursday, October 26th at 6 p.m. Okay? Or you can just look for your code. So your group code. So my group code is U6, and it's still the same thing. I can register on October 26th at 6 a.m. But this is all just for the intersession. So if you are not planning on taking any classes during the winter break, then don't even bother about this section. So what we need to worry about is the classes for spring semester, which is going to start sometime in January. So for when you can register for spring, you have to look over here. So you see how it says, when can I register for spring 2018? That little section is what they're talking about. So that is, so me personally, I can register at November 13th, 2017 at 6 a.m. So meaning that on the 13th of November, I have to be up at maybe 5:50 just so you can turn your computer on and get it started so that you can get all that set up before 6 a.m. So what was I gonna say? Okay, so yeah, so you can wake up earlier, maybe like 10 minutes earlier, and just get your computer set up so you don't have any glitches or anything like that. But what this time is showing me is that at 6 a.m. I get that ability to register for classes. So I know my time, I know my date, so now I can just show you how to actually register for classes. So just X out that PDF and go back to My Academics, okay? So when you go back to My Academics, you can either do it here, it says add or drop courses, or over here, add or drop courses, or you can go over here to where it says My Current Schedule. Well, you would scroll down and you can see that bar over here. So add or drop courses. And so when you're registering for classes, you can click on the add or drop courses only if you know the course you want to take. So I want to take, let's say I want to take art. You have to know the exact number you want to take and also the section you want to take. So that's when you would go to add or drop courses, okay? So I think it's better to get all the course numbers and the sections you want to take and have it all written down on the day before or on the day of your registration, because I think it'll be easier to just search it here, put everything you know in and search, and you get the exact class you want to get. But if you don't, or if you just can't do that, you can always just go back to My Academics, or if you just want to look at new courses, you just go back to My Academics. You go to course search, so everything is going to be under My Academics, and if you look, like maybe you'll see add and drop courses, my courses, the courses you want to take, all that. So the course search bar will give you a more more broader, or just like it'll give you a more better search result. So this is more when you're looking for classes, you know, like when you want to see, okay, I want to take nursing 209, but I don't know what days I want to meet. So let's say I'm going to take nursing 209, right? So I'm going to go to nursing, scroll down to nursing. It's for the spring. Go to spring all terms, because the spring session, these are all just like the intersessions they're talking about, or like different sessions. So I would go to spring 2018 all terms. Okay, and then okay, so why don't you do the term first so it doesn't remove your nursing selection. All right, so and then I would scroll down to nursing. I skipped it. All right, I would scroll down to nursing. Got it. And my course number is 209. If you're looking for any other course, just know the course you want to take. So I'm looking for 209. So let's see, maybe this will be better. Sorry, I'm just very bad at scrolling. Okay, so 209, that's my range. Okay, so title begins with, or you can do title begins with, let's say I knew that it was fundamentals, but I didn't know that it was 209. So if you know the title of your class, then you just put that there. So course code, I don't know any of that. So you just click search. After that, you just click search. And look, it gives you an option of all the 209 sections you have. And you would look to make sure which one matches with yours, or which one you can actually meet. You can actually go to the days of. So let's say, okay, so nursing 209 section A1 matches perfectly for me. So type what this offsite means is that it's at our Suffolk campus. The faculty, obviously it's Sharon Hayes, and the number of seats open is 16 out of 16. So it means it's fully open. When that seats open goes to 016, so 016, that's when that class will be full. And if that doesn't make sense for you, they'll have it here. The status will be full. If it's 2 out of 16, they'll show you it's open, okay? So there's 2 more seats available. Which is kind of confusing because other colleges do it in a way so that you actually know exactly there's, no more seats left, but I feel it's okay. So the schedule, so nursing 209 A1, it shows here we meet on Mondays at 8 a.m. to 10:45 and 11:30 to 1:30. And I just want to explain, when you're taking a nursing class, especially fundamentals or a 6-credit class, you have your class, your lecture, which is at 8 a.m. to 10:45, and you also have a lab period, which is 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. So it's always the time that's the earlier time is always going to be your lecture time, and the time that is later is going to be your lab time. And then you see that one day you meet, the Wednesday, where you only see that 6 hours, or 6.5 hours, 7 to 1:30 p.m. That's your clinical. And your clinical site is obviously your professor gives you that. You meet up with your clinical instructor and it goes on from there. So that's that. That's how you register for courses. And you can do this with any other course. You can look for your pharmacology course. You can look for your pathophysiology course. You can look for anything through course search. I recommend using course search when you're just trying to plan out your schedule. But when you know exactly what you want to know, exactly the section where you want to be, you're set to go, you are ready to go, you go to add and drop, and you get to add and drop all your, I don't know why this is like that, but you get to add and drop all the courses you want. You won't be able to use add and drop and just add and drop everything now because it's not your time to register. When your time to register comes, the system will automatically let you just add and drop courses. So that is up to the system. I can't show you that right now because I have not I don't have that passage to just add and drop because it's not my date or time to yet. But once I do get that ability to add and drop, I will show you exactly what that looks like. All right, so if you want to go back and do some other stuff, you just go to My Academics and you just Mostly everything is here. Also, I want to show the 8 semester plan because, wait, first before I do that, I will show you how to look for your advisor. So when you want to look for your advisor, which I always think is a good thing because you want to know who's your advisor. They're kind of like your guidance counselors at high school, and you just want to pop in and say, hey, what's up? Or if something's bugging you, you know, it's better to have a relationship with them beforehand before coming across a problem. So my advisor is Miss Menino or Dr. Menino, and you can just look for that there. My major, and advisor. So the My Academics tab is the tab you're going to be using all the time, and occasionally you're going to be using your finances, My Finances. So now I'm going to go to the 8 semester plan because instead of always going into my advisor's office, I have an idea of what classes I want to take. So I click on the 8 semester plan and I can just scroll down to nursing, or you can do Control F and just type in nursing. Pretty cool. But nursing should come up, like there's a lot of, maybe if I don't spell nurse. So this is nursing. Okay, so there's a lot of nursing going on in here. So I would just scroll down to where they show the yellow bars. Unless you already know how to do this, then don't worry about it. So, let me scroll back up. Hold on. It's giving me a problem. Okay, so nursing, so you would click the type of nursing you're doing. Is it nursing just the 4 years, or are you going to do that a 1-year alternative thing? So if you're going to do the BSN program, unless you decide which one your course is. So during my freshman year, they made my schedule for me, so I didn't have to worry about my fall semester, which is the semester majority is in right now. So for my spring courses, I would see, okay, so I have to take Bio 121, I have to take Sociology 101 or 166, and Bio 245 if you haven't already, and basically whatever is in this year, your freshman year, try to get it done freshman year instead of going into sophomore year. Nothing like you can't understand nursing, your sophomore nursing classes or anything, but it's just better to get those, I'm not going to say BS, but like more like, you know, relaxed, like classes that you still need to do well on out of the way, because now during my sophomore year I have to take arts and fine arts, which is really, really annoying, you know, like you don't want to take like an art class, but it's fun, but it's extra work. You just want to get that over with. But if you can't take arts or fine arts during freshman year, let's say you don't have room, it's definitely doable sophomore year. So do not worry about it at all. Just do what you got to do. You know, like if you think that maybe, okay, taking arts spring course freshman year is just going to be too much for me, then save it for sophomore. It's totally up to you. It's just literally preferences. But try to get everything, courses that they have listed during each year, done that year, okay? So your nursing classes are set in stone. So 209, 229, and 239, I have to take sophomore year. Spring semester, sophomore year, I have to take 259, 299, 289. But don't worry about it. Once you learn how to do your freshman registration, you can figure all this out. I hope this helps. Bye.